Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Blades in the Dark. So, there's gonna be an explosion.
There may well be an explosion.
I say there's going to be like it's pre-programmed, it's not.
Yeah, we don't really roll that well.
I just feel like you're gonna try and make one
There
come hell or high water.
There may or may not be an explosion, just like every other week.
Yeah, I just feel like for you guys, like, one way to do it is something's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Whether you want it to or not is another question, but
Yeah.
something is going to explode. So, what do you want to do, guys? You've still got a couple of downtime things.
Yes, so what Thadeus is going to do is going to fit the bomb in the carriage.
Okay. So Alyssa gives you the bomb. You have to get Ramita to bring our carriage to get you because that thing is pretty big and heavy.
Yeah, so what sort of size is it?
It's about big.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 shoeboxes back to back.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll go collect the bomb and Thaddeus is going to work on a detonator for the bomb.
Okay. Remote detonator.
Remote detonator, yes.
So. There isn't radio signals in Doskvol.
Oh.
So it'd have to be achieved by electricity or probably through the ghost field.
You know what? You know what's more interesting?
That's not interesting.
So like our plan was to basically get an asset with Dan's downtime activity to get a carriage, and then potentially get Ulf Ironborn to help us out with some manpower, basically to drive the carriage in there, and get it into position, and then we detonate the bomb. I think what we might do is perhaps have like a trigger, like maybe the door opening or something like that.
Okay.
Blows the bomb up. So as soon as
Preferably something that's not going to happen accidentally.
yeah, no. So
Some walks and some like you stop at a crossroads or someone's like, oh, I'll get in the carriage. Boom. Yeah, middle of crow's foot taken out.
So how about if there's a trigger for like the door opening, but also say there's something to stop it happening, like there's a pressure pad on the seat, so the person driving, as long as he's on there, it can't explode. But as soon as he gets out, if the door's open, then it explodes. Mm-hmm. So we'll do something like that, I suppose. And I'll put a timer on it, so it can only explode after the time it takes to get from thingy.
Okay.
You know, from our base to the coal factory where the thingy coats, what are they called? Lamb black, sorry, yeah. I don't know why I said black coats.
They wear black coats.
They wear black coats. So yeah, there's going to be like a bit of a time delay, so if it takes 10 minutes to get there, the time delay is going to be like, 10 minutes basically, because you know it's going to take a bit of time inside as well to vote. So that's what Thaddeus is going to work on.
Okay.
I don't know for that. Do you need me to do a tinker roll?
Yeah, I think so.
So what are you expecting the trigger to be? Sorry,
So there's a pressure pad on the seat.
Yeah.
As long as someone's sat on the seat, it can't explode. As soon as someone gets up from the seat, and the timer's gone out, when someone opens the door, it'll explode.
Okay, so are we aiming to send someone that's in that send someone in that seat?
Yeah.
And then tell them basically like, when you get there, get out.
Yeah, help them.
Help them load. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're sending
Make it
sending
show
someone to their death. You're cold-bloodedly murdering someone.
It's only a dirty skull.
Are you getting one of all Fireborn's boys? Oh, you're after your roll.
That's what I'm going to be
Okay,
doing.
so you'll do your tinker roll, risky standards.
Yeah. So
Control stand actually. This is you doing it in the comfort of your own workshop.
where it all goes wrong, baby. Yep. 3 and a 1.
So,
Was it?
can you please roll a d6, see how volatile the bomb is?
Oh.
Can I do a
I'm
resistance check
fucking
to
with you.
stop
I'm
this?
totally,
Oh.
I'm totally fucking with you. Like, yeah, the bomb goes off. And that's the end of Blades in the Dark. No.
We're not doing this in our base.
No, you can't make the remote detonator the timer.
Yeah.
You can't get it to work. The bomb is so complex.
Okay.
For the time you have when you want to send it, you can probably work on it and take more and more time to do it.
Can I just?
Yep. But you're like, I'm going to have to spend more time with this to make sure I don't damage it in any way.
Right.
You respect what it is. You respect it.
Okay.
And because you respect it, you know that, okay, I can put a timer in this, it's probably going to take me longer than I thought. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do a proper job before tomorrow when we send it off.
I mean, generally, with my special abilities as an artificer, I get an extra result to level to my roll.
So it's 4 or 5?
So it's a 4 or 5, yeah.
In that case.
Sorry.
Ignore what I just said.
And plus, I think the workshop bumps it up as well.
Does it? Let's get the workshop.
Yeah, we'll just say it doesn't. It's fine. I don't know.
That's fine, because this is what you are after all. So, you're an artificer, right?
So that's when you invent or craft a creation with Sparkcraft features.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. When you're not inventing or craft. Oh, mate.
I don't know.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
you say like you're
I
crafting.
can do the
Absolutely,
Sparkcraft.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
should we do it properly, like, and say I'm actually doing a detonator, which I have to study for? Is that
Yeah,
the,
just do
yeah,
that's
we'll
probably
do that, and then
we'll just
I'll
do
spend a
invention,
coin if
yeah.
I need to do another
Yeah,
action to do it.
you're renting the detonator, basically.
Yeah, so it's a study roll, which is 2 dice.
You are inventing a detonator.
I'm inventing a
Or
detonator.
crafting a detonator.
I have to do a long-term project for that. How many ticks is
It'll be
it?
4 ticks.
4 ticks to do that.
It's a detonator. It's not the bomb itself. It's a detonator for an already bomb you already
For
have.
a bomb we already have, yeah. It's not massively complicated. So it's a detonator. What's the minimum quality level of this item? Which I'll have to do when I actually craft the items.
I
So
would
I'm
say
doing
it's
plans for
going
it.
to be probably minimum level 2. The
Tier
bomb,
2.
Yeah, tier 2. The bomb, because the bomb's going to be a higher tier. The bomb will be a higher tier, but you're not making the bomb. You're just something that will set it off.
Yes. Okay. So in this case, I do get an extra result level when I invent or craft a creation.
Okay.
So I will.
So 6 will do it.
So a 6 will do it straight up.
Outright. Yeah.
Outright, yeah.
Anything less, you might have to spend money.
Yes. Okay. So I've got a 3 and a 2. So again, it gets bumped up to a 4, so it's 2. I will.
You spend the coins with the downtime action.
Yeah, I'll do another downtime.
And then that,
Yeah,
you
that
can't
guarantees
fail
it.
to guarantee it. So you have your detonator.
But then I have to do another downtime action to actually craft the thing.
Okay.
To do the tier roll.
So it costs you a couple of coins to actually spend the time to make it,
To do it, yeah.
and then another one to actually, one to study and learn how to do it, and then another one to actually do it. So that day, Merrick is holding down the drug sales while Thadeus locks himself away in the workshop.
And I've got to meet the tier level, which is 2 in this case.
Yes.
So in this case, we do get an extra quality from my workshop, and I get an extra result level when I craft because of my artificer. So it goes up by 2. So a 5. So that goes up to 6, and then up to critical. So tier plus 2. So
Yeah, that's fine.
we're tier 1. So
So
we're tier 3. Yeah.
It's going to make a tier 3 detonator.
Okay.
The tier 3 detonator, I will always have a timer in it.
Right.
It'll
Okay.
also have a timer
I'll
in it.
I'll put that on.
So you've made a detonator with a timer.
Just for future when I'm.
Cool.
I need those plans.
That's yours.
I need the plans for the bomb.
You got the plan for a detonator off the
I know,
board.
off the board.
Yeah.
Oh, being useful for my grenades.
What about you, Dan?
Right, I'm going to go and get someone that's going to get a carriage and somebody to drive it. So I'm going to go to our good old friend Ulvainboard.
Yeah.
And
Like pull his character sheet.
I'm going to tell him about our incredible opportunity.
While we're doing that,
Oh man, this guy's good.
I still had a extra tick for my analyst special
You
ability,
did.
so I'm just going to stick on walkie-talkie blueprints.
Okay. So, as you meet Ulf in the tavern where you usually meet, the old forge. What is it you're after?
We need a worker, basically.
So you look,
So
and you look
so
at
we
Ulf,
can-
he's got that carved out eye. Similar to Lister in a sense, but where Lister's got a scar, his eye's missing, he doesn't even cover it.
Yeah.
He's got that hard stare of.
It's been a while since the celebrations.
Yeah.
A month.
How's the month treated you?
Pretty good. Opportunities abound. We have need of a worker for a lucrative opportunity that we are chasing.
And why have you come to me?
Can I do a flashback
Go ahead.
to us discussing it?
Yeah.
Because I know we might have discussed this off stream, but basically we got a load of drugs from Barjo before, and we sold them during the Revolution night for the Scotlanders. We did it in
failed revolution.
failed revolution. We did it with Ulf Ironborn, and he allowed us to sell it basically at his at the night, which he did like loads of speeches and got everyone drugged up, so they were all like happy and sort of like receptive to our ideas. So basically, that's I think that's a tack we're going to go with again in this meeting, and say we can recreate it to get. You know, I know times have been tough since the revolution because it basically got squashed.
Yeah, the revolution.
So you know, what's better than to have a rekindling or like a recouping party or something like that.
Yeah, and that makes total sense as to why we go back to him.
Yeah, and say, to keep you involved, you send a dude down, just so you know everything's above board.
Yeah.
Just to sweeten the deal, really.
Okay. So, she's like, so you want one of my guys to pick it up for you? Keeping your hands clean this time.
It's more that we've got our hands full with other things.
Fair.
Perhaps this is going to be the start of a beautiful business relationship.
He just like fixes you with that stare. Don't use your flowery language.
We're selling drugs.
Yeah.
What role is it, you think?
Well, we'll actually take him. You're sitting up there on the slightly raised platform around the table. The couple of candles in the corner burning with the half fire open. Even in the day, it's still kind of smouldering.
I'm a bit on the fence between consort or sway on this one, because he is kind of a friend, but at the same time,
you've got a +1 relationship.
We've got a +1 relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
there's kind of either or here. You could either consult and go, look, we've got a good relationship, or you could sway him. You should do this because it's good for you.
Is there a different?
I think
position?
consort's probably the closer thing.
I think consort, and we are trying to exploit our previous relationship and our previous we've helped you before.
Yeah, you don't see it as way like you're trying to convince him because he's not opposed to the idea. He's open to making money. He's just okay. Well, what do you need me for?
Yeah.
It seems like an honest question as opposed to a convince me.
Yeah. Okay. So you consult.
Risky standard.
Go boy. Okay.
3 5s.
Crit 5s.
I mean, it's not any better, but
crit 5s.
Crit 5s. Double crit.
The thing is with crit 5 is 3 5s equal
5.
And 5 5s equal
5.
25.
So he's like, yeah, that sounds good. So he explains the plan. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need some coin for one of my boys. I mean, it's gonna, I'm gonna need the cover for it.
Of course.
Yeah. So if we call it a down payment for services rendered, you bring the spark back here. You help shift some of it. So work out the finer details of the proposal. He tells you he wants 2 coin to help him out here. We're taking the risk, we're the ones being seen.
I think, in light of what's going to happen to him, I think that's fine. 2 coin.
We spent a lot of coin.
So he's like,
we're going to get a lot of coin in a minute.
We're going to get a lot of coin.
Do you remember how much Lissa promised you?
Like
a third of Crow's.
If Barjo dies, it's like 16 coin or something like. It was 8 for Barjo, wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll
find them.
There is
I think it was 8 for him and 8 for Bell.
There is 12 coin bounty for the murder of Barjo Bells.
Or 12 coin.
I have written here from 3 sessions ago.
And it'll probably be more if you take out the gang. So
yeah.
We'll
see.
If it happens.
It happens. At which point, he goes, okay, so you pay him the money. And you work out the details of this proposal for Spark. Okay.
I'm scared.
Do they also have a carriage that they can provide?
You want a carriage as well? You're asking for a little liar. And he kind of claps you in the back with big meaty hands. He's like, have you got one in mind, or do you want us to just steal one?
We're not fussy, just that ours are tied up.
It's got to be reliable.
It's got to be reliable.
We need another coin to get it. provide the services as well, to actually go steal it, make a decent one, a reliable one.
Might as well just do an asset roll though. You haven't done an asset roll, you haven't done your downtime activity really.
Oh yeah, you have actually just gone and got knowledge. Oh yeah, I mean, I thought this was more of acquiring the asset.
Oh, then
my intention was this would be.
Do you not roll for that though? You don't have to pay any money. Or do you pay money? I can't remember.
Quite in the asset you roll for it, but you're taking it a bit of a raw P session as well.
Oh right, okay.
Angle from it, but it's acquiring the asset, and the asset is a temporary use of one of his gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have we paid coin then?
Because he wants you to pay him up front.
Oh right, okay.
Acquire an asset. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Other than fit the bomb in the carriage, fit the detonator, and
Yeah, we'll take the carriage.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like you roll to get tier and stuff like that.
Oh right, okay.
Hearing that, if just double checking it, and you get like extra dice if your friend or people helping you, it's still an action roll to acquire an asset.
Yeah.
The reason you pay for it, that was you were to get off me. Even if you roll, maybe if you roll high, I'll pay less.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's like, okay, well it's a 5. Yeah,
with
I'll
a 5,
pay
that's fair
it.
enough.
Yeah, that's the
He's-
consequence.
Yeah.
Oh sorry, that was the asset roll.
The consequence
yeah,
of 5.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I forgot Dan rolled.
Yeah, so
He rolled for 3 5s.
I did roll 3 5s.
So, do you want the carriage for the coin?
Yep.
He
got
spent
it.
it.
Brilliant, cool. So yeah, you got a guy with a carriage.
We've got a guy in a carriage. Fit your bomb.
How big is he? Does he weigh a lot?
The guy.
Yeah.
Pretty average Skov. And
So
he's
like-
actually quite short for a Skov.
I've got to tune. You
Yeah.
see, I've got to tune the sensitivity
Do you make it
on
on,
the pad.
on like a weighing scales?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine. You can do it.
No, don't make him stand on the weighing scales. Imagine that. We need you to do a job. Stand on these scales. Okay.
Yeah, I'll sit on them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Black out the windows.
Make a tinker roll. See how we get on.
Careful with that wire.
This really needs to happen. This really needs to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to push myself.
I think that's fair.
Can you assist? Give me some pep, give me a pep talk.
My tinker is utterly awful. Like,
Yeah, set me up. Go. You are the best
I love
bomb
it.
engineer. How do you even like set up a tinker roll? And like,
I mean,
like, what would you do?
You
Like,
pass some tools.
tools, yeah. Scalpel.
I'll give you a devil's bargain, maybe.
I don't know if it was a bit.
I have pushed myself,
Push
so
myself.
if you've got a devil's bargain, well, I could.
Well, your devil's bargain I was thinking of is.
If it's anything to do with the bomb not working,
I'm not risking that shit.
Thinking here is you could possibly bring in an outside consultant to help you.
no.
Okay.
Fucking hell, me. 3 dice, baby. 6.
You've done it. You've done it.
Come on.
So you fit the bomb without an issue.
Thadeus' heart is beating, and so is mine.
Like you're looking at it.
You just got 2 wires.
So how have you done it? How have you done it?
So, like discussed, there was a pressure plate on the carriage seat,
Yes.
so that the bomb can't go off
Yeah.
if he's on the seat.
Okay.
Right? There's a timer on it
Yeah.
where it will take whatever time it takes to get from our base to the coal factory. It won't go off in that time.
Yeah.
Once the pressure plate is released and the door is opened, the door is the trigger to set the bomb off.
Okay.
As long as there is no weight on the pressure plate
Okay.
on the seat. Well, that's it.
Okay.
The bomb is inside, and it's much in the same way as how big did you say it? So it was like that big.
Not 2 shoeboxes back to back.
Yeah, so it's basically I've put it under the seat of the
Half a
carriage.
metre,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like if someone was to open the curtains or like I don't know, smash a window and like get the curtains out of the way, it just looked like a normal.
It's kind of the same way we masked all the drug taking part from earlier.
Yeah. It's not as intricate or secret because that was
Yeah.
like a whole to do, but like it's just it is in the seat of the carriage basically.
Yeah.
Cool. So, though that being
And we
said-
tell them to go straight there,
Yeah.
and we tell him to help with the loading.
Yeah. No stop offs.
Yeah, no stop offs.
Okay.
You're not going to stop off at McDonald's on the way.
We'll see how reliable it is. Okay. Cool. So that's everything, isn't it?
That's everything. I think we are ready for an engagement room.
And where are you guys going to be when this bomb goes off? Are you following it?
We're going to trail it
Okay.
with Romina. We're going to have the carriage. And we're going to trail his carriage. When he goes into the factory, we'll just get like across the street, maybe in like a window or on the roof if we can get up there, and just
Mhm.
basically look. at the factory and see what happens.
Okay.
And basically count down to when it should happen, and if it doesn't happen, then we'll have to make alternative plans.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. So, engage a roll. 1 die for sheer luck.
I feel like we won't be rolling 1 dice. It's got to be at least 2.
This is going to go...
It's quite bold. The bomb goes, you drive it in, it goes off great, you know. So 2 for that. Are they prepared? I don't think anyone's prepared. I don't think anyone's prepared for something like this. I mean...
There's a massive apex risk as well of this dust explosion from all this coal, which is why they want to do it. It's
so I think 3 for that one. I don't think they can be prepared for it. Like,
no, is that an extra dice if they're not prepared for it? I thought it was just not removing one. I don't know.
Well, okay, advantage, disadvantage, you plus 1 negative. But for me, it's an advantage because what you've got here is that they're expecting you.
We're attacking their weakness.
Yeah, but you also do from the inside. Like, they're literally letting you in.
Yeah, true.
That's why I think it's a 3 dice.
I'm scared. Dan, do not fail this because you are rolling it.
What's your load?
I will take normal because I feel like if this goes wrong, we're...
Oh man, if it was me, fair play, I'd be taking heavy. If this goes wrong and you guys go in, I'd be like, if it goes wrong, then you've got to wait.
But it's only 1 more. It's only one more load. I don't know, but we get 7.
You said no. What's it to you? You want to do it? Wait, isn't it 3, 5, and 7?
3, 5, and 6.
3, 5, and 6. 6, 7. Oh yeah, 3, 5, 6.
Heavy's not much more.
No.
And we've already got an extra 1 because of our...
So, T, what you want to do?
I'm going to go normal.
As you're in a carriage behind, following. What are you doing, Lewis? 5, 4, 3.
I go heavy because
he's going to So you look geared up. You look like a scoundrel, but Thadeus looks geared up.
But we are in a carriage, so hopefully...
You're slightly slower because you might get your gear, you got
it's dipping down on the
I'm just not looking forward to things going wrong with this one.
I don't even want to look at this roll because this is everything. This is literally the whole score, this roll.
So, we'll cut to the action. You follow the carriage. It leads through the streets of Crow's Foot. The rain slick as the wheels strikes across the cobblestones.
I roll one of the dice.
It goes over, like your heart stops for a moment as it goes over an oil slick. You see dancing shadows, flickering lights as the blind hour approaches and passes as you do it. What time are you doing this? Morning or evening? There's 2 blind hours.
I think it's evening. A drug deal is evening.
So you go past the blind hour of the evening when people have come back from work and everyone's going about their business nowadays. It is Thunder Night after all. People are getting ready for the celebration of the Immortal Emperor and his ascension to the throne. And as
everyone's waiting for a bang.
Yeah, people are walking through the streets.
Thadeus does not want to do this.
Their scarves up, their hoods up. Keep them from the rain, the kind of hoods there, and then before pulling it, as they enter into a tavern or a friend or an abode, they pull it down, you see that warmth and that greeting, that life surrounds you here. Doskvol is nothing if not a city of life. The darkness is only offset by the light of life that permeates throughout the city in entirety. And as this happens, this destructive weapon is being transported towards the Lampblack's warehouse, their HQ. Where about 20 of them to 30 of them, recent recruits reside. So, as these
are the common people. This is why we couldn't get our crew to do it as well. They don't turn against.
Our crew would not be involved in this.
I don't know.
So
because they're vegans.
Because they're vegan. So, as the first carriage, maybe like 20, 30, like a street ahead of you, pulls up, you watch it begin to wind its way through to the warehouse. Make the engagement roll.
3, 2, 1, 4.
You start in a risky position when the action starts. So, you watch the carriage go in. Have you got binoculars, or how are you watching this from a distance? Scope rifle.
Mm-hmm.
You see, as he's the Scovlander, the squat but stout one, almost like kind of he's built like a dwarf, he's very wide and tough. They're fantasy dwarfs. You see him. There seems to be some discussion back and forth as he's got to the gate. He's not been let in yet, and there's some gesturing as one of them looks in. You see one of the guards and looks in, and you can see him kind of gesturing. It's like, and it seems to seem like there's just one of you. And you get the impression like, where's your protection? That's just it's just something not right there.
Okay.
At the moment, he's not let in. I need you guys to make a fortune roll to see how well this guy responds.
Okay.
Or I will roll it because it's open up all Firebomb's guys.
Okay.
Because this might dictate what happens next. Cool. Do you want to roll or shall I?
I'll roll.
2 dice.
2 dice.
So the way they see it is the risk here is his response to this, the person you've hired.
Okay. His response is a 4.
Oh my god, all the middlings. So he's sitting there going, what the fuck's he doing? What's he doing? Why are you not letting him in? Why are you not letting him in? I mean, honestly, the consequences here are quite negligible compared to what's going to happen. Because he is let in. It happens. On a 4, it goes ahead. With a consequence, it goes ahead.
But there's that moment of tension where we're just like, holy shit, what the fuck's happening?
One of the guards walks away and doesn't open the door. But then they come back. And the door is indeed opened. You watch the carriage roll in. The bomb has 5 dice.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna roll
an
this one.
area. It's a magnitude. It's an area scale of range of 5.
So,
And its quality of force is 5 dice to see how well it does.
I'm feeling the crit's gonna come on.
I'm feeling all ones.
I've rolled. I've played some games this week and I've rolled very badly.
So let's see how well the bomb goes off. Lister's giving you a weapon.
Well, right. I'm putting this on Lister. If this bomb doesn't work, I haven't touched this bomb. If this doesn't blow up.
5 dice.
6, 5, 5, 3, 2.
It happens.
Let's hope for a crit.
The bomb has enough power to level a large building. To put in perspective, that's about 80 people it can take out. It's equivalent of a ship's cannon, a raging thunderstorm, a raging fire, or a lightning strike. Its force is described as overwhelming. So what you guys see, even despite the risky start and whatever happened with the person you took in, there will be a consequence to that. Separately. But it's like, it's negligible because he's gone.
Yeah.
There'll be something else, I'll do something else.
Yeah.
As you're looking through that scope, you see Thaddeus pull back, and a second later the eruption hits you because your eye is half blinded by the sheer light of the explosion.
Okay.
As you watch the very pinpoint of that bomb just go. And you see that dust fire, that coal, that fine dust just ignite as the Lampblack's warehouse is utterly destroyed in a raging inferno. Part of the roof is just blown off and outright, scattering debris and rocks and flaming parts of the building across the district. Now the Lampblack's warehouse is removed from some of the houses. It was a drive up to it, which is what makes it akin to a fortress. It's also near the river, which is how the water rats were getting stuff to them. And yet you guys still have stone and rubble rattling down your carriage as it happens.
I sort of hope Barjo Baz was in there.
I mean...
As what can only be described as an act of terror has just happened in Doskvol. As the entire warehouse now you see, and where part of the roof explodes is immediately followed by a column of fire, lighting Doskvol in probably the most light it's seen in a very, very long time, at least for this part of Crowsfoot. The river nearby reflects that fire as if it's coming out at a right angle. As now you see, and you can just imagine the screams. While you don't hear them, you can imagine them in your mind as that happened. Anyone inside will be eviscerated instantly. You do see somewhat looks like from the scope, charred black humanoid figures that have been flung on the edges of the explosion, flung out. You see some that possibly weakly moving, you may be bleeding out, half alive, or maybe just twitching, you're not sure. But whoever was inside there has been utterly consumed by the force and the inferno. And you hear a few cheers come from behind you, as people possibly drunkenly, mistakenly believe it's the first of Thunder Night.
The Bluecoats are going to be all over this area. We need to leave. Unless you want to make sure the Bajor was in there.
And all you see is just that. Now, as a fire just rages on this skeletal remains of what was once, where you sat down and drank with Bajor and your first meeting with him to sell his gear, now just is a smoking, burning ruin.
Thadeus is going to slowly sling the gun onto his back and say, I'm going to fucking kill that Lissa. These aren't the people we should be fighting against. The common man.
Once we get our payment for this score.
Payment. That's all you ever care about. We got no morals, Merrick. You feel good about this? What a cowardly way to kill someone.
We need to be on the side of the victors. That's why we waited so long to pick a side.
I can only survive so long on promises of what will come. I feel like I need some payback now. I've invested too much, it's been too long already. But I agree with you. We need to play it smart, and I know that's your area of expertise. So I agree with you for now.
I don't have any long-term loyalty to the Crows or the Red Sashes, Lissa, anyone. But
It just feels so wrong to me. These people with the salt of the earth. And it's the government, the ones that are in power who are... You saw Hemlock at that meeting. Him and his cabal of investigators. It's disgusting. This was not right, Merrick. But I agree with you that it was necessary.
as long as that is where we see eye to eye, we should leave this area.
Yes, we should.
I'll nod at Ramina in the front.
And she is just stone. She gives nothing away. It's not long before you hear the sounds of the Bluecoats arriving. And
Whistles.
where some of the cheers have been before, they're quickly replaced by screams. You just hear, "Oh my God, what is that?" And they're just now it's just that horror of what has happened. It's not Thunder Night. And people start rushing out from the local buildings now, and you see there is just a crowd gathering as some of the carriages stop, and it's that voyeuristic look now, and that car crash viewing of the locals being unable to take their eyes away. Some women, a couple of guys, especially older women, break down into tears, they fall to their knees. No one who was in there. Many of the lampblacks were from the area.
Okay.
I will. I'd like to flash back to just before we set off. I'd like to tell Ramina not to tell any other person in the gang about this.
Okay, yeah.
I think I'm going to tell our thugs as well that I'm basically going to try and spread it around Crow's Foot that it was a coal explosion or a coal fire which set it off.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're nearby, you probably would not believe that, but it's just I'll tell our thugs that and say that's the word on the street, that it was a coal fire, and perhaps even write to Lissa saying that's from an engineering background, that's the best tack to take if if they want to have some, if it does ever get back to them, they want to have some, I don't know, something to have an excuse for if she cares about that.
Okay. Yeah. You feel like Lissa would not want that.
She wants them to know.
She wants people to know that what she did.
Okay.
And that's what you get across now.
Okay.
The best we can do then is deflect our own involvement in this situation.
Yes. How can we do that? We haven't got. I mean, the only person. Oh, we're gonna have to do something about Ulf. I guess he doesn't know when. We
couldn't know. We couldn't possibly know that the Crow's attack was going to be tonight.
Yeah.
Surely he must understand.
I don't know how smart he is. Can I do a roll, like a study roll, to see if I think Ulf is smart enough to connect the dots?
You'd have to be with him, I think, to study him.
Okay, what about study of the situation though? Because I know I'm not in the situation, but Thaddeus is, so he might get a bit more of a rounded viewpoint, I suppose. Because I mean, I'm not a criminal, so I wouldn't know. Or a servant.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that is one of the questions. It's like like what's really going on here. That's one of the questions in the gather information. It's what is really going on here. I think that's quite linked to that. In that
seems fair.
I don't know. Okay, I'll try study roll.
I mean, it's not. It's just an action roll. It's not a risk. It's just a straight roll.
3 and a 2.
3 and 2. I mean, how smart is Ulf? How can he? Who knows right now? Will he believe you? Will he not? It depends how convincing you
I'm not going to tell him anything. I'm going to let him find out what happened under his own. I think that's the most suspicious thing. If we go to him like, oh my god, he's died. We can just say there's been an explosion. We inquire about it and we're like, oh shit, like it happened while he was there.
We found out when he didn't come back. Are we away now?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the quickest score ever. 3 dice.
We're dealing with the aftermath now.
3 dice rolls.
Yes.
Engagement. Risky. The bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was the quickest score ever.
It was the best score ever.
It was
the best score we've done. Let the bomb do all the work.
Oh man.
I don't know, we did a bit of... we had a good plan at least.
Yeah.
Because we had a good plan to get it in there, one that was believable for thingy.
We've got it in there. We've got some deflection. As far as everybody knows, except for you, me, and Romina and Lissa, no, we were not ever involved. And Inspector Hemlock and all the red sashes.
Yeah, all the red sashes going,
but I'm sure we can keep that a secret, right?
Just make some notes quickly. On my Trello board.
She better give us a third of Crow's Foot. I'm going to scream. Better live up to her promises. I'm going to bomb her.
We've got a... When we were in that meeting, we got like a signed contract, right, between the 3 of us. That was overseen by the Inspector.
Did the Inspector get us to sign something?
I don't recall we got him to sign something.
Okay,
So,
but he was there overseeing the deal.
Yeah, to look into it, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can do?
Is there anything else you want to do?
So LaRose is still in jail.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to get him out because it's such a useful thing to have someone in the blue.
He's waiting trial.
Yeah, but we know lawyers.
You do know lawyer. And his trial has been set for...
Do we know the judge?
32nd of Calibet. You don't. You just know the date. Oh no, you do know the judge. It was the one who absolutely hates corruption.
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah, no.
Oh about what judges do. Oh, it's the judge that absolutely hates corruption.
Yeah, I'm not funny here. But I specifically remember, it was like, oh fuck, he's been put in front of the worst one possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do remember that too.
Wasn't Seymour, was it? No.
Sure. I don't think you've got his name yet, but it's one of the ones that actually
Yeah,
hates
yeah.
corruption. He utterly hates corruption.
We could try and fabricate some evidence, or maybe get that dude who's a fixer to help us out. Crabstitch, yeah. Was he a fixer? I think he was, wasn't he? He was like a lawyer dude.
Yeah, he's destroys evidence, intimidates witnesses. In order to get his trial.
We can see how much his services are, and
he's a lawyer, but he's basically corrupt as fuck.
Yeah, we'll get him to represent LaRose and try and fabricate some evidence on a different police officer, called what's it seems there's another police officer called LaRose.
You've got those 4 in Crow's Fort who run criminal activity.
What's that? Sorry.
You've got the 4 in Crow's Fort.
Oh yeah, the corrupt ones.
They actively run a small crew.
Yeah, we've got some information about them, so perhaps you should talk to Crabstitch, and we can give him some information about those 4, and basically say it was actually those guys, and they've stitched LaRose up.
Yeah. We've got their names at least. We didn't really get much else on them, but if he can start investigating,
we can be like a middleman where we can meet with them and try and get some more information out of them by giving them like false jobs or something like that.
Yeah.
So, as you leave behind the weeping mothers of Crow's Foot,
Well, they were gangsters still.
who had families in the area,
I suppose.
the local boys, salt of the earth, I think was the word Thadeus used, the local populace. So local, even your own gang members wouldn't have done this.
We did what needs to be done.
So as you leave behind the weeping mothers,
I don't think Merrick can kill Una now.
the grieving brothers,
It's too much.
and the flaming ruin of what was once the Lampblack's Colway House, where for many years an honest trade was done, and that due to their profession being wiped out by the electric lights, they had sought to survive by other means. Time will tell how many have died and who've been caught in the blast and what bodies are recovered. For now, you leave the scene of death behind you as you head back to the Silken Moose.
I can't help but blame you, Matt, for this.
What have I done?
You rolled 3 crits or something like that in a row.
Did I?
Yeah, when you were rolling for the red sashes and the crows, and you killed
that was when they were acquiring a bomb, right?
Yeah, because the black coat, sorry, the Lampblacks were doing well. In the war, they're doing really well, and then you had one roll where you were like, great.
So out of game, when I did the faction game, I did indeed the crows and the red sashes both crit on the same night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what happened to the Market Day massacre.
Yeah.
Driving the Lampblacks back into the warehouse.
Hey, that's what we needed to determine which side to take, right?
The Lampblacks were indeed winning for a while. They're winning, and then Bell got killed as well.
There was no way the Lampblacks.
Lissa rolled awful. The crows rolled awfully for a while.
Yeah.
And then they did really bad, and then they rolled really good, and then they got.
Yeah, they had a civil war as well.
Yeah. Which is why the only reason they signed the red sashes because they were so weakened. They needed to have someone with them. And then everything Lissa did just turned to gold. She found out the water rats, managed to get them off the case, killed Bell, and got the bomb, and then got you guys to use it. Everything after a while, everything she turned to gold. So at one point, I was like, the clock for Bell to kill Lissa was really racking up.
Oh really?
Really racking up. I was like, oh man, this is gonna die. This is gonna be relevant. This is gonna be hell of interesting. Because I was thinking there's gonna be another gang without a leader here. And what would the crows? My question was, what would the crows do without Lissa?
Yeah. Would
they all go to Bell? What would happen? Would there be another figure come into it? And but no, Bell got taken out first.
So,
anyway.
Are we done with the episode? Or
I think so. I mean, unless there's anything else you guys want to do there, that's the score.
I think we've got plenty of aftermath to mop up at the beginning of next week.
Have you made a note about our plan about Crabstitch?
I will make a note of it.
So I'll do it as well. Was that
Crabstitch!
So almost too good to be true. As you watch that, with bated breath, you watch the carriage enter. He stopped at the doorway. He goes in. And then the explosion.
Well, it worked.
Almost
Thadeus is happy it worked.
Almost seems unreal as you drive away.
There's just been this constant all night, what's going to go wrong? What's going to go wrong? Nothing went wrong. And that's the dramatic beat we end on.
Yeah, as you drive
Nothing
away,
goes wrong.
Nothing goes wrong. And you just have that explosion in the air.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
And we did what needs to be done, Thaddeus. We did what needs to be done. New day, new opportunities. Should we roll the credits?
Yes. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
We'll be doing experience in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, we're gonna get paid so much money as well.
That'll be
I'm happy about
next
that.
time.
Stick around after credits, we go through tonight's experience. Wow, yeah. Somber.
Cool.
Somber note.
No, I like it. It's good. Merrick's happy. Surrounded houses on fire.
Hello and welcome back. So guys,
XP.
XP time.
I think it's going to be a good session.
Yeah, should we start with yours? Because I know yours has like mayhem.
And bombs and expertise.
That's a top one. So address a challenge with technical skill.
We only had one desperate roll all night, and that was yours.
Yeah, to go into
Yeah,
the
well,
ghost
there wasn't
room.
many rolls tonight.
There was not many rolls
because
at all.
nothing went wrong. So
Yeah, no, there was a few.
Things went wrong, but like there were
oh
definitely
yeah,
failed
few
rolls.
downtime. I guess.
I mean, I was on 6
Well, not in the
stress.
score, yeah.
Because I pushed myself twice. Yeah, technical skill on mayhem.
Twice. Minimum. It took
Yeah, I did the detonator. You know, the
Well,
bomb.
convincing list of the bomb itself.
Oh yeah, there's that as well. Yeah. And then express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Definitely at least one, because the whole thing with like saying at the end, like I
regret.
didn't want to do
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And then with Lissa as well, like I was telling her that I don't believe there's anyone else, you know, in the business.
Yeah,
who-
expertise and knowledge,
who-
definitely.
Who's got the expertise and knowledge.
Yeah,
There's a bit of
yeah.
RP around that. And that led her to ask me, well, tell me to convince her, whip out the blueprints and do it. Struggled with issues from vice or traumas during the session. Didn't really struggle with any. I mean, I'm still on the paranoia case with
Yeah.
But it didn't cause any struggles.
No, there was no struggle. It's not like I did anything that was detrimental to other than spend money, but like.
Yeah.
But it's detrimental to
I-
our relationship, isn't it? If he finds out and he had to do a roll against it, I didn't have to keep sending her.
That's
to
true.
do
One
it.
seems fair for that.
I think I'd say one.
What would you say? For
Even
the
if just for that scene at the end where like you have really regrets, I'm just trying to be like this needed to happen. You know,
Drive that
you're
paranoia, Merrick. Fuel that
Exactly.
paranoia.
My vice is obligation. I do feel obligated to the community to a degree and my family. So I don't know. And what were you saying for the second one?
I think 5 seems overall for me. 2, 2, 1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, I had no desperate actions. Deception or influence.
So you had the whole thing with the clan of the
Clan of the
Rose.
Rose.
Also,
yeah.
Clan of the Rose, which
There's a lot of
didn't
deception.
really go anywhere, but
No, but there was deception there. You lied to get in there. You need a line to
You
do.
schmoozed Ulf Ironborn
under Ironborn.
to
And
influence
you also
him.
did the same thing as
And
using insight in Lissa, using influence on her a little
Yeah,
bit.
Alyssa
Two
and
there.
the factory. Go around the factory.
Oh yeah, Homer. Homer the workman.
Homer.
Yeah.
Homer
With
the
his
PowerPoint.
donuts.
Homer the work. Homer the Acrosian workman. The Eruvian workman.
I think two for that.
Yeah, I think two for that.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I mean, definitely 1 again, because on the flip side of the conflict between you two.
Yeah.
maybe there's not as much regret and stuff, because obviously you're much more loyal to get the job done.
Yeah.
I think definitely one there, as you push through it.
Yeah, I don't think there was much around like heritage, background. It was pretty much just wanting to get the job done.
Yeah.
Issues from vice or traumas? Nothing really.
No issues. The only thing I said, what jumps at me that we haven't mentioned is your response with being tailed. And how Merrick basically dealt with that and the secret, which does fall into the influence and deception, I guess.
Maybe I don't really think that Merrick dealt with being tailed though.
That's true, yeah. It's not like he caused issues because of it.
Yeah.
It's something he just was being observed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So 3. The crew.
The crew. Acquire product supply, execute clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory. I mean, we were promised a third of Crow's Foot.
And we did actually do a clandestine sale because we convinced Barju to give us drugs and then blew them all up.
Yeah, blew them all up. No, we got the drugs first. Yeah. Like got this.
But that was I guess that's involved with what our crew's about, which
it's
is
not a drug deal. It's utterly not a drug deal. It's not a drug deal. It was a pretense of a drug deal to cause a bomb. If you got the gear, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that leads into the flavour of our gang. We used our gang's
image. It's a hard no. It's an absolute no. It was not a drug deal. It was the pretense of a drug deal.
Okay, well, I'll bring that back up when it's about our reputations, our goals, drives, and influence.
Content with challenges above your current station.
Above your station.
I mean, the Lampblacks are now 1 week.
Yeah, I don't think they're above your
So
station.
they're kind of lower.
I mean, you guys are already kicking them when they're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so.
Bolster.
I mean, that like maybe I don't know if this stuff with Una counts or.
That was like last session.
Well, that was the score.
We
did a load of stuff for trying to like track it down and. Yeah.
I don't think you're really contending with the challenge though. You're trying to find out.
Well, it is a challenge trying to find her.
Yeah.
But it's not to do with the score.
I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. It
Okay.
doesn't feel like it doesn't, yeah.
Bolster your crew's
Oh,
reputation.
mind you, fair, it says, the containment challenge above your station. I think 1 for that seems fair. You're trying to find her. I think 1 seems fair, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like you say, you are dealing with a challenge.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
Yeah, professional. So 1 for that. Because you're not, Alyssa will know it, but you can't have it, you don't want it going out, right?
Yeah.
So I think 1 for that seems fair, because you can't have it open, super open. There will be rumours, the
I think we did it in a very, calculating and
ambitious
professional way, really, because we got
someone
else.
Here, genuinely, is you can have the 2 rep.
No, I'm not going for 2 rep. I'm just saying. I was just explaining. I don't know, just my thoughts on the whole thing, really.
Yeah.
Because we did basically get other people to do our dirty work for us. Like in the end, I know we did
super professional.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say like you say one there.
Yeah, and the reason only reason it's not 2 is because you guys keep it on DL.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was super professional. I mean, it was very Pablo Escobar.
Oh yeah, that was the
inspiration.
Inspiration,
yeah.
Get someone else to do it for you.
And express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
I'm gonna go so our goals and drives were to get to the top.
Yeah.
So we can bring the people who are currently at the top down. We did that, or Thadeus especially, but Merrick, I don't know whether he actually has any bad thoughts about killing, people. I don't know, but we did it purely because it was the side. We did it because they were on the winning side.
I think of something. Yeah.
We did it purely because they were on the winning side. That's a drive of our crew. The inner conflict, there's definitely something there, not just due to Thaddeus' paranoia about Merrick, but also the fact that Thaddeus said to him that he can't continue in this way, he can't keep.
I think that's about to come to a head.
He can't keep just going against the innocent folk, which he feels is the innocent folk. The Lampblacks aren't innocent, but they're what he thinks are, as not the status quo. It's the people who are downtrodden already.
I'd argue a 1 for this.
Yeah.
I probably would argue that it would be a 2 if we'd involved our crew more, but we couldn't really involve our crew given their ties to Crow's Foot.
But then surely that's to do with the inner conflict of not only our characters but also the crew. The fact we had to come about it in a different way to not involve our crew, even though it's going to be
That's
for the
true.
best interests of the crew.
Overall, I think a 3-4. So you think you
Okay.
outline?
Yeah. I just think it was a really good.
That's true. Yeah.
I think it was just really good XP because it was very RP for the whole session, so it was a very good XP driven session.
Yeah,
so,
very narrative driven. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd call that a 1-1-2 then.
I don't know, like it's up to you, man. Like
I agree.
three or four.
Oh, no, this
I'd
is
be
a
happy
group thing.
with.
This was always a group thing, so I agree.
But that's right. That's,
It's like
that'd be a four.
the Blade is great that I don't tell you what your character did, you tell me.
Yeah.
Isn't it? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, quick session because nothing went wrong. I love that nothing went wrong.
What have you done with your XP?
I am not close to leveling anything up, so I'm just going to put mine in insight. I think I want something. I'll play the playbook.
I just leveled up in prowess and resolve. So
Wow.
I might go for the full house with resolve. I feel like, but then the stress reduction is like, yeah, I'll just go full house.
You got the hunt as well, Sway. You got a dot and everything.
I got a dot and everything, yeah.
You fucking madman.
And then
So what's that? You've just got
Sway. He's got one and everything.
you just got one in sway.
He has one in everything.
so I get my. That's purely
is
to get my
amazing,
four
yes.
dice on my stress relief because you know how I like to rack that up.
There we go.
That is funny.
And then I'll go
That
for
is funny.
skirmish. I think I've been doing a little bit of fighting the last few.
Oh, you're actually going to get a 3?
I'm gonna get 3. I've got 3 in skirmish.
It's done.
Fighter. There you go. So to get a 4, I'd have to take. We have to get like a mastery, don't we? Down here. Yeah, we have to get 4 ticks in our crew to get mastery.
Yeah, which is 2 level ups, right?
2 levels up. Yeah, 2 crew XPs. Cool.
Anything for the crew?
No, just XP. We leveled up last session, and that's where we got the Forged in the Fire with the 1 D plus, which I'll probably. Oh, you can't resist it. Could have resisted the second one. You know, if it went badly with the Scotlander at the gate.
We could have resisted with the bomb if the bomb was like bad, I guess.
True. No, that's the engagement. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not. I don't think you can resist an engagement because you.
Not an
it's a
engagement
risky
roll, but
session.
It sets the scene.
We probably would have had to use it if it did go badly and we had to get in there ourselves.
Yeah.
We probably would have had to fucking resist like.
A lot.
I don't know what we would
I
have
mean, what
done.
would have happened? See, the bomb goes off partially. There's Lampblack screaming, running around to survive, and if you guys wading in, you're in a gunfight.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're in a gunfight with half the metal of the building burning.
Burning buildings in a gunfight. We probably could have done some flashbacks to put some extra features on the bomb, like like a manual, trigger or something like that, or like
With like a 30-second delay.
something like that. Yeah. So
I had visions of those dice for the bomb being like 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, so did I.
I had visions of you guys having to wade in.
Look, because in my Necromunda game, I was rolling like 3 up on 3 dice, and I did it twice where I didn't get 1 hit, and I was like, that's why I was like, Dan, you roll 2, I roll 1, we'll mix it up. Yeah, that was good though. Fun session.
Good session.
Yeah.
Hell of a milestone now.
I want to see what loot we get next
See
session.
what happens now.
We are officially in part 2 of the season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens now after that.
That should have been the finale.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, guys. So, there'll be some big notes to look at there and see
I'm scared.
what is the best way to proceed with
No,
that.
I am scared. I feel like we're going to get... Because when you do the end of thing, we get like all our money, don't we? And we get like, all the good stuff we get, and then it's entanglements. And
I feel like
there's a lot of consequences to what's going to happen.
I feel like season 1's coming to an end. Like in a good way, like not like we'll carry on like every week, but like it might be time to jump forward in time.
So we put our mid-season break at the wrong point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that should have been a mid-season break.
Because there might be a couple of like loose.
Although it's good.
We'll see what happens. A lot depends on what you guys do next.
It's a good comeback episode, though, isn't it? Like we were downtrodden last episode,
Boom,
and we've gone like first episode is a big explosion.
Yeah,
so always the case,
Horse
isn't
stomped on us, so fuck you, boys.
Horse next. Horse next.
Hold the next.
Okay, cool.
We need new
Cheers,
bomb.
guys.
We need another
Right,
bomb.
guys, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching as always. And let us know what you enjoyed in the comment description below. So next episode will be next
Sunday.
Sunday, and then
Sunday.
Monday.
And there will be a guild hall on Thursday.
Guildhall, do join us in our board game discussions where we talk in fact. Our opinions, apparently, according to Lewis, are fact.
They are.
Yes.
We know the best game 2018. Fact. It's not
Factual.
opinion, it's factual.
It's like when you start saying something, it becomes fact.
Yeah.
Like if you're at this table, sat behind the camera, it becomes fact.
And with that, but do let us, do check it out, see what you think, see what games you
Yeah,
like.
really
if you
short.
like this, you might enjoy other things we like.
Yeah. They're really short videos, like 13 minutes, so really easy to just.
Very specific, that's 10 minutes, but yeah.
They're all actually all like
Like,
13 minutes.
we aim for 10
It's
minutes.
such odd numbers, mate. All
Yeah.
13
We aim
minutes.
for 10 minutes.
And we've got Betrayal finally coming at you.
In March?
In
6th of March.
Yeah.
6th of March, we're saying, so we could put a deadline on it to force us to do it. So yeah, check
Although
us
we
out,
do really want to
Betrayal
do it.
Legacy. Welcome to the family. It's gonna be dark.
I agree.
It's gonna be.
Is that going to be the theme tune?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Spoiler. There's a little teaser there for everyone.
So yeah, guys, awesome. Thank you for sticking with us as always. Anything else? That's everything.
No, that's it.
Cool. Right, good to be back, and we will see you next week for more mayhem and murder. But until then, from the dark streets of Doskvol, see you in the dusk. Bye.
Goodbye.